Hi girls, this is a video for 8D line graphs. So first thing is that these are connected lines. We usually connect points. And the variables on both axes, this is time and weight, should be numerical, so a number, not something like somebody's name or a color. And they should be continuous. So what continuous means is that, if I look down here, this is time in hours. Between 1 and 2 o'clock, there's a lot of different times in between there. Or if that's 1 hour and 2 hours, it could be 1.5 hours, it could be 1 hour and 10 minutes, it could be 1 hour and 55 minutes. So there's lots of things in between 1 and 2, and that's when we use line graphs. Okay, usually the time is on the horizontal axis, so that one. A common type of line graph is a travel graph. So it says time is shown on the horizontal axis, the distance is shown on the vertical axis, and I always say if it's minutes or hours or seconds, and meters or kilometers or centimeters. The slope of the line indicates the rate at which the distance is changing. So this is going very fast, this is staying not changing at all, and this is going a little bit slower. So this is 30 kilometers in 3 hours. So 30 kilometers, 30 up to 60, happened over 3 hours. This is 30 kilometers in 1 hour, so it's a lot faster. Speed is the rate at which the distance is changing over time. Okay, so let's look at it. Let's look at an example. So it says the temperature in a room is noted in hourly intervals, and so I always put time down here. And it says 9 a.m., 10 a.m., 11 a.m., 12 a.m., 1 p.m. Okay? In fact, you know what I'm going to do? I'm not going to do it like that. I'm actually going to put, oops, and you can't even see it anyway. I just noticed I'm off the screen. Okay. We'll do it a little bit differently. Let me pause for 1 second. Okay, I'm trying to fit this whole page on here so you can see. So I've put 9 a.m., 10, 11, 12, 1. I spread it out a little bit so it's a little bit easier instead of stuffing them right next to each other like I did before, which you didn't even see. And this is the time of day. It's not the number of hours, it's actual time. And then on the side I'm going to put temperature. And I think it goes, there. So I think I might put 0, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. That gets everybody in there. And then I'll just put my dots. So at 9 a.m. it was 10 degrees. This is in degrees. And at 10 a.m. it was 15, and at 11 a.m. it was 20, and at noon it was 25, and then at 1 p.m. it's got chilly, got down to 18. I'll be as close as I can. And then I will use a ruler to connect the dots. I never connect without a ruler, so make sure you have something straight, either a ruler or an edge of a book or something, edge of a pen if you have to. And I connect these with a line, 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 a series of lines. Okay, so that's a line graph. Okay, I like it. That's really good. Okay, now let's do this one where we interpret a travel graph. Okay, so it says this travel graph shows the distance traveled by cycle. Now this time is in hours, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4. It doesn't mean 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock. It means actual the hours that have gone by, and that's how travel graphs are. And then the distance that's traveled. So it says how far did the cyclist travel in total? So it looks like they traveled 30 kilometers. And they started, went 5, 10, 15, then up to 20, 25, 30 altogether. How far did the cyclist travel in the first hour? 15 kilometers. So in the first hour, half the distance. Okay. The next one says, what is happening in the second hour? So in the second hour, there's the first hour. The second hour, when this line is flat, it means that he's at rest. So in the second hour, he rested. So maybe he had some lunch or something, drink water. When is the cyclist traveling the fastest? So the steepest part of the line, not steep at all, less steep. The steepest part of the line is the fastest. So in the first hour, I'll write for that. And then in the fifth hour, how far does he travel? So in the fifth hour, so between 4 and 5, it looks like he goes from 25 to 30, so 5 kilometers. And your work's down there.